Hello everybody! If you clicked on this video, it has probably been for one of two reasons. Either you are subscribed to my channel, then first of all thank you very much, and probably you're now wondering why all of a sudden I'm speaking English. Reason for that is that this video is something special that I've never done before. It's a tutorial video for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And as I think this effort deserves a greater audience, I decided to do this video in English language. Reason number two is if you are actually enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and you're completely new to this channel, well, I'm GamerBot. I'm actually not a bot, I'm not an AI, as you can probably judge by my funny accent. I'm an Austrian gamer. I'm not a real-life pilot, I'm a real-life photographer, but I am enjoying flight simulations since my early youth. One of my first computer games was Gunship from Microprose, back then on the Commodore C64. If you have never heard of that computer, then probably you are a little bit younger than 50 years. Anyway, I'm enjoying this game a lot, or this simulation. It's the first flight sim that we got on the PS5, and it's great. I'm really loving it. It got wonderful graphics. Yes, it's wonderful. There's no other word for it. And since it is so wonderful, I thought I'd make a little video about career mode, especially about a plane that's known by the name the TBM 830. So let's choose a mission. This looks fun actually, from Brescia to Saanen in Switzerland. Yes, there she is. She still looks a little bit blocky, but that's going to fix itself. So, what can we see here? The last checkup was 1 hour ago. It's just a little bit dirty, so we'll wash it. Our VIPs appreciate the clean airplane, so we'll do them a favor. We'll add some fuel. Word of advice, always add more than the game tells you to use, because otherwise it might happen that you end up with not enough fuel before you land, and that's quite unpleasant. So, maintenance is fine, we said. We go back out here. And we go to fly the thing. Word of advice. Before you start the mission, you can always go to the flight planner. You can go here to the route. You click on the departure airport. And then you can first of all check for the weather. If it's convenient and nice enough for you. In career mode, it can happen that after you get the instrument license, you get missions where you need the instruments to even find the bloody airport. So I really suggest you take a closer look at these if you're not really confident flying night, bad weather conditions whatsoever. But this flight looks really nice. We got VFR on the departure, 5.4 nautical miles. We'll look at the arrival airport in Saanen, which is very, very beautiful one. I love it. And here we got, visibility nothing, but it says VFR, so I would not pay too much attention to this here. We can also check the TAF weather report. This one says broken clouds, 5.4 nautical miles visibility. That's just great. And it says unknown for the flight conditions. I don't know if this is a bug, if this is a a proper simulation of how sloppy the weather reports are in real life. But anyway, we know enough. This will work out fine. And we can close the EFB and we can start. So there she is. Isn't she beautiful? Oops, didn't want to do that. So let's take all of that off. No. And one thing I want to recommend to you: connect a mouse to your PlayStation. It will make navigating the cockpit and everything much easier. Oh, and you can run when you're holding the right trigger. I don't actually know why I ran over to this side. I didn't need to. And the game doesn't tell you to take it off, but you should really take it off if you're not too much into IFR flying. So let's jump right in and get our VIPs. Or in this kind of missions, you're actually not flying the VIPs themselves, but some self-entitled pricks who are friends of VIPs. But anyway, bring them in.
Received, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
I'm sure we will. Oh, look, we got 2 passengers this time. This is a rather rare occurrence in my opinion. I usually only get 1 guy or 1 girl.
Be welcome, ladies and gents.
Hello, greetings. So, we will not...
Nice to meet you, Captain.
Yes, pleasure's on my side. We're not doing a cold and dark starting procedure right here. We are doing the shortcut.
I'm expecting a bunch of calls during the
Proceed
flight.
town. Yes,
I'll
I'm
try to
a
keep them quiet, but I might
PlayStation
be on the
5
phone a
peasant.
lot, just so you know.
Would you kindly shut up while I'm talking to the guys? Okay, thank you. So, okay, the plane is starting. Let's talk about starting procedure while it does. We put away this one here. Huh? Yes, we do. And important switches here. Most important. Autopilot main switch. If this is not on, all of these buttons are basically useless. So next, the auxiliary boost pump. I made the experience that you need to turn it back on, off, and back to auto, so the game does not give you any error. We put that one to automatic, so throughout the flight we can completely forget about this one. The fuel, wait, we need to activate this one. The fuel, let us see here, is automatically supplied from either of the 2 tanks. Oh, very important display. Error messages here: stall, no heat, pitot, no heat, blah blah blah. That is these 2 switches here. In real life, you would actually not activate them just shortly before takeoff, but I'm a dumbass. I would forget about it, and the game does not punish you when you turn them on early. So this warning message is on. Then we got pressure off. Really important switch if you plan to go anywhere where you need your sealed cabin and oxygen to breathe. If this is not set to auto, you will suffer. After 10,000, 15,000 feet, you are going to pass out at some point, and I'm quite sure you don't want that. So, next thing we gotta do. Inertia separator. For starting and until you went through any clouds on the way, it is recommended that you turn it on. It costs you a little bit power, a little bit of fuel, but it keeps your engine clean, and that's something really good. These we keep turned off for now until we approach the clouds. And then next step is we will go here. We will start the MFD. And we'll check out weight and fuel. First is the payload tab. We got 2 passengers. You see the mast is really useful here. And we got cargo. We assume that each of the two ladies got 50 pounds of luggage, so in total it makes 100. We go to the takeoff section. It asks how much fuel we got on board. We tell it to just think what we gave it. Perfect, 97 gallons. That's just fine. Landing, we don't need to set anything here. We can just say init. And then we can take a quick look at the flight plan. We go at the arrival. We check the EFB. We are going to Saanen. It tells us to do a VFR pattern. And to be honest, I hate VFR patterns. I find it so useless doing these go-arounds. So what I'm usually doing here is I'm changing that. And I say direct. We change that. Yep. And now you see the flight plan leads us right into runway 8. At a really stupid angle, we will not be able to land like this. So we will make some correction here. We will make some additional waypoint here. Whoop. After the last one that we had originally. And as I do not really like those steep turns before approach, we'll add another one. We put it here. This looks like a ridge. No, this is a valley. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We put it in the valley here. At waypoint. And just before the other one. Yes, it looks like a very nice approach. We're coming here from here. Zhoop, zhoop, zhoop. And then we're coming straight into runway 08. That should be great. The game, when you set these waypoints, assumes some altitude. The one closest to the runway is assumed to be at 4,100 feet. The runway is at 3,300. That sounds kind of reasonable to me. So we are going to send this, and we are only going to send it to the avionics. We are not going to send it to ATC for one reason. ATC sometimes gets really confused when you add waypoints, and it lets you descend really late. Probably after we reach the final waypoint, at which we should be at around 4,000 feet. So when we tell ATC we got those waypoints, they will screw us badly. So we are only telling our avionics. And now you can see here, we go down from up, we see runway 08. We tell the flight computer it's at 3,314 feet. Enter. Just perfect. And then we got FPL 001. The game did not take the setting from here, so we tell it manually. I think 4,000 will be just perfect. And this one we say, yeah, 4,800. It's something I take from personal experience. You can basically at this distance from the airport, you should be between 1,000 and 800 feet above the airport level to have a nice approach without accelerating too much. We'll see on the approach if I was right or if I was completely bullshitting you. So we confirm here. No. When I'm talking, I'm sometimes... No. Enter, this is fine. Punza is 827 out, so we can... I think we can be at 10,000 feet. And at Caldo will be at 20,000. The plane has a maximum altitude of 31,000 feet. The distance is not so far, and I don't want to climb to the maximum distance. 20,000 feet is taking us across all the peaks of the Alps, and it should take us above all the weather. So we have no issue with icing, whatever bullshit the game is going to throw at us. We'll be fine. So we accept this initialization and this one, and then we are asking ATC to give us IFR clearance. Hello? Yeah, did I tell you my internet connection is really slow and I got loading issues? That's what I was talking about.
Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014 is cleared to Saanen Airport via the OS Scale 6 Lima departure, runway 14. Climb via SID maintain 14,000. Departure frequency is 124.925. Squawk 1442.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All of this is confirmed. You said 14,000 feet. I still stick to my 20,000. We put it in here so we can use the autopilot to climb to our cruise altitude. Yeah, read back correct.
Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Read back is correct.
How did I know?
Contact ground on 119.405 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Good day.
Guten Tag, Cap. Today I've got the pleasure of taking Mrs. Poggiali to Saanen. She's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for her. Provide her with the finest service on behalf of our company. I know I can count on you. Have a nice trip.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. So, yeah. Preparations. We set the altitude. We say we activate flight level change. When using flight level change, you tell the plane, I want you to go at, let's say, 100 knots and climb as quickly as you can going 100 knots. The throttle is still something we have to control manually, but at least the autopilot is going to help us a lot at keeping the climb stable. Then we are going to activate nav mode, so we are able to follow this little purple line here, which is our route. This is just like a symbol. You've got these two lines and the one in the middle. The further the one in the middle is away from the outside one, the further you are away from the GPS flight route. So, yeah, that will be fine. That will be fine. Okay, so we are asking ATC to let us go to the runway.
Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Ready to taxi. IFR. Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Taxi to and hold short of runway 1 for using taxiway Delta Alpha Alpha Bravo. Contact tower on 122.1 when ready.
Excellent, thank you. I have no clue where all of that is, so I can only use the blue arrows to guide me where I have to go.
Taxi to and hold short runway 14 using taxiway Delta Alpha Alpha Bravo. Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014.
Yeah, if you're familiar with this simulation, you might have noticed that I have no additional HUD here. I'm also missing the stupid GTA minimap in the upper left-hand corner. Now I need to concentrate a little bit in order not to overspeed while taxiing. We got the ground speed here, you see this one? You probably won't see it. Now you can see it. And we cannot go above 25 knots, otherwise we will get punished. So let's do a greeting for our passengers.
passengers, guten tag and welcome aboard this first-class wings flight to Saanen. I'm your captain and pilot today. Estimated flight time is 26 minutes. We're on time for departure, waiting for takeoff clearance. I'll keep you informed during the flight if anything important comes up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you might have noticed I don't have all this HUD bullshit. I don't like the GTA map because it's zooming in and out as it likes and as you don't need it. So I've turned all of that off and I rely exclusively on my real life or real world instruments. In order to take off, we need to deploy takeoff flaps. You can see that here, takeoff. And we need to add some trim. This is the only thing that I'm missing a little bit. Because in this plane it's stupid, because the elevator trim, you got this green area here, and one would suppose that you need to be in there in order to have the proper elevator position, but it's on the downside of things, so you would actually be pushing the plane into the ground, which doesn't sound like a good idea. So in my experience, this is a good position, just slightly underneath the green area. Here you can jump to the hold short. You don't need to taxi. You don't need to fly the full cruise distance. But here in career mode, you earn considerably more money if you don't skip anything. And I'm kind of enjoying this. It's very relaxing. So here we are, we hit the brakes. Ah, we just made it. So, may we take off, please?
Montechiari Tower, Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014, ready for departure, runway 14, IFR to Saanen. Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014, QNH 1022. Clear for takeoff, runway 14.
Yeah, okay. Usually I forget about this, but this time we'll do it for real. Turn on all the bloody lights. I did not turn on the taxi light when taxiing. I'll burn in hell. Okay, everything else looks fine. Oh, sorry.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yes, I've heard you. I'm ready to take off. We are going to take off now.
Takeoff, runway 14, Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014.
So, time to inform our passengers that they are soon going to die. That we are going to take off.
Guten Tag, dear passengers. This is your captain speaking. On behalf of First Class Wings, I would like to welcome you on board flight HLA 7014 bound for Saanen. Estimated flight time to Saanen is 25 minutes. To prepare for takeoff, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly, your seat is in the upright position, and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you and get ready for a wonderful flight.
So, now let's turn off the bloody visual aids. I hate them. And... okay, let's do this. Full throttle. Keep it nice and steady in the middle. And rotate. There we go. Flaps up, gear up. And the autopilot can take over. Shoop. And now we reduce the throttle a little bit. And put it up again, because we decreased it too much.
Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014, contact Milan Center on 124.925. Good day.
Okay, all of that confirmed. Okay.
J Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Stop fucking dissing me. This is a TBM and I'm climbing.
Keep speed not above 220 knots. Mary J Hotel Lima Alpha 7014.
I'm not even doing 220 knots in a bloody citation. And climbing to cruise. Anyway, you see, as we set the flight level change nicely, we are here at exactly 100 knots. We are climbing at 2,100 feet per minute, and only this climb rate is going to change as we go further up. We can now optimize our throttle setting. This plane has automatic torque control, so you have no torque lever. The plane does everything itself, and you just need to watch these dials. And in the first ascent, the ITT, the inter-turbine temperature, is going to be the main issue. You need to keep it in the green. Later on, this will go down, and the torque will be the main obstacle to pushing the throttle to 100%. Because we do not want to have any over torque. It's bad for the engine, and it will destroy our plane, or at least cost us a ton of money, which we totally don't like. So I told you before we go through the clouds, we should put up our de-icing. Yeah, just in time probably. Just in time probably. Oh, beautiful. Isn't this a wonderful plane? So, ATC told us to go to 14,000. We want 20,000, so we are going to do the following. We click on the little speech bubble here. And we request a higher cruise altitude. We want plus 6,000 feet to get to the 20 that we put into our autopilot. Hello?
Launch Center, Mary J Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Request flight level 200. Mary J Hotel Lima Alpha 7014. Climb and maintain 14,000. Expect flight level 200.
Yes! Expecting flight
Climb and
level.
maintain 14,000. Expect flight level 200. Mary J Hotel Lima Alpha 701.
And we are completely out of the clouds, so we can turn everything here off. Also including the inertial separator. The only thing we do not turn off is the pitot heating. And when we are turning that off, we can take a look at our throttle settings. And we can push it a little bit. You see, the ITT is now, or should be stable. And it's the torque that's going into yellow, so we're going just one notch down. And we cannot go higher than this. I mean, we can, but we would have to juggle the throttle all the time, and it's just annoying. So we got a nice climb rate here, actually. The TBM is a great plane. I can wholeheartedly recommend it to you for career mode. The one I got before that is actually the Vision Jet because it's cheaper and faster. But this plane I love because of its capacity for short runways. We reached our cruise altitude. We can inform our passengers that we did so. And now we'll closely watch our airspeed, but I think that we should not overspeed. But we'll see about
You are
it.
expecting to land
We'll
in
find out
Saanen
shortly.
approximately at 16:58 local time. Current temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
We are again just before our top of descent. Let's take a look. We can actually cancel IFR, so let's do it for the purpose of this video.
Launch Center, Mary J. Hotel, Lima Alpha 7014. Mary J. IFR this time. Alpha 7014. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
So, before we can descend, the autopilot tells us exactly when the top of descent will come. So at this point, it will take us down the flight path automatically if we do the following things. We need to reduce the altitude here, at least a little bit, but to the next waypoint is also good. Then we turn the altitude mode off and we turn VNAV vertical navigation on. And we get ready to reduce our throttle about now to complete zero. Now the plane is telling us to deploy our landing gear because we have zero throttle, which is a good warning. Already saved me from embarrassing myself in front of my passengers. So here it comes, top of descent. 002. We are descending. We are descending at 3 degrees, 2.59 degrees. I think we do not need to deploy flaps. Would slow us down a lot. We can actually even add some throttle. But we'll try to keep it under 170 degrees. Ah, 170 knots, sorry. That looks nice. The reason I'm doing that is so at any time I can deploy my flaps. You see here, in each of the aircraft, or in most of them, I think you've got some important notes about maximum speeds. This is really important info. So we know maximum operating speed, currently no concern to us, but takeoff flaps 178 knots. So we must not go above 178 if we want to be able to deploy our flaps at any time. Or the landing gear. Landing gear speed is very
Hi,
close
sir.
to the
Vanessa on
gear
the phone.
deployment. It's the same actually. 178
Yes, I can
knots.
speak now. It's a bit noisy, but can you hear me? Yes. Yes. Can you? Damn. I'll call you back, okay?
Yes. Are you finished with your phone call? Excellent, and I can continue. Yeah, we are going below flap speed, so we are on the safe side. And we'll zoom out a little bit. We got 30 miles here to go. That's quite some distance to go still. Okay, plan B. We'll increase our speed again. Oops, 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 too much. No overtalk, please. We will go around 200 knots. Oh, now you see? It's getting green here. Let's zoom in. And this looks still okay because we are going to turn right here. But when this little part here turns yellow, we're going to altitude hold mode. Because I don't want to get into any troubles. When you look out of the cockpit window, it looks actually worse than it is here. Yes, we'll be fine. We'll be kind of fine. We go to altitude hold. As we do this, the plane is going to slow down. We want to keep the speed, so we push the throttle up. And as soon as we pass this little mountain here, we will continue our descent. VNAV is not happy with us because it planned to have our bottom of descent here, but it wants to drop another 2,700 feet, and this does not sound right looking at this mountain here. So we'll be patient. One thing important to mention, this here I'm not sure if it comes from the altitude radar or if it comes from the GPS map. If it comes from the map, we should probably adjust our barometric setting to the one of the destination airport. And we got 1016. Corrected quickly. 1016. Our altitude is also corrected that way, and the plane pulls up. It was maybe a wise decision to correct the setting. So let's zoom out a little bit more. Okay, this seems to be the biggest mountain in this area. So after that we should really be fine. This plane is so fucking beautiful. I also think it has one of the nicest paint jobs of all the planes that you can use in career mode. Others are kind of boring sometimes, but this one is nice. I like the pattern. So, how are we looking here? We zoom in a little bit. Soon we'll be across the hill. You know, this is the thing when you're setting those manual waypoints. You need to make sure yourself that there is no elevation in the way when you're on your descent. When you're using the flight plan that the game gives you, more often than not, it really guides you in quite safely through the valleys. But it's not a big deal doing this little corrections thing here. So we are approaching the ridge. I think we are fine. And now we've got to tell the plane manually to descend. We'll do it with the flight level change. And we'll reduce our throttle to 0 again, because that puts the autopilot in a position to descend very quickly. Yeah, maybe too quickly. Yes. You get your bloody landing gear very soon. Okay, now as we are too fast to deploy our flaps, we'll see if we get under 170 knots. And we need to go to altitude hold mode. You see it's turning all yellow ahead of us. And we need to push the throttle once again. And now we can actually deploy the landing gear. No, landing gear overspeed. And we'll deploy the first stage of flaps now. And we'll add some throttle because we got so much drag that we are getting slowed down a lot. And now, are we brave enough? Are we? Maybe not. You know, when you got the autopilot active, you can always intervene slightly. Yeah, we're fine. And then let the autopilot take over again. You see? Oh, we are getting fast. We're getting too fast. We're getting too fast for our flaps. Oh, we didn't deploy them. Thanks God. And we didn't deploy the gear before. This is a big trouble of mine. When I'm talking, I cannot concentrate on what I'm doing. Maybe that's some kind of ADD thing. So now gears down, flaps are down. We add a little bit of throttle. And we can continue our descent, switch out mode off, and we go to flight level change once more. And we reduce the throttle because we are going to speed up otherwise. Nope. Pull up again. And we are across the ridge. We can turn it on again. When you're in flight level change mode, as I said before, you can control your speed to the extent of your configuration. So if you got flaps up and gears up and everything, you cannot slow down. But now 140 knots, that's just fine. We could even add some throttle. Oh! What's happening there? Ah! You see what we've done? We set our altitude to 8,000, but now we need to go lower than that. And we turn altitude off, FLC on, we will descend again. We can descend a little bit faster, let's say 155. Oh, there's another bloody mountain ahead, look at this. What can we do here? I've got an idea. We change our heading and aim through the middle here. This is an experiment. We'll see if it works out. My plan is to go off through this gap in heading mode and then go back to our flight route again. So shortly we are going to activate heading mode. So turn heading mode on. Turn through the gap. That's the first time I'm going around a mountain like this. But it's probably the first time I set such a stupid flight path. Does this look right? I'm unsure. Let's pull her up a little bit. No, we were totally fine. We were totally fine. Nothing to worry about. It looked fucking close. But I kind of love these chicken games, you know. So, we can already contact the airport. Put our heading back. Heading back.
Saanen traffic. Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014.
And flight level change one more.
Inbound to land. Runway 08 Saanen.
And Saanen. Which altitude was it? 3314. So we'll do the following. We go to the PFD mode here. And there we put in 3314. Confirm. And now we got the target altitude here as a little reminder, and also for the autopilot to know. And we need to change our heading over there, and then we reactivate navigation mode, which means that as soon as we are back on the line, we should be led into the airport perfectly by the autopilot. Should we take a steeper angle? Maybe a little bit, slightly. Yes, let's do that. So, and we see some green here. Okay, this is getting very close again. So we got two options now. Option one, we just follow this through. Option two, we could also turn to the left and do a go around and then come back in at the lower altitude. But I think we can do this in one go. After the peak, I will go back to flight level change again. And we'll be descending at a steeper angle, quite a steep angle. Here you see what VNAV would like to do right now if we didn't keep it from doing its job. But we have to in order to keep us alive. Wonderful. My flight plan takes us right across the highest peaks in the area. This peak looks very close. It looks extremely close. No, we'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. You see, when that radar thingy tells you you'll be fine, usually you'll be fine. And we were. So now we can descend again. Take away the throttle completely, increase the speed here to, let's say, 160 knots. 3,350 minus, and we are going 32 seconds to this one. 30 seconds. Can you descend some more? Oh, yes. So, 3,314. Alt mode off and go down, motherfucker. Flight level change, flight level change, flight level change. Do it. Oh, in the meantime, we should inform our passengers. Oh my goodness. Okay. We can clearly see it's time for plan B. So we will just deactivate the autopilot.
I'm not feeling well.
Oh
All
my
of
god.
this, it's scary.
Yeah, you know, this is the risk you take when you're making your own flight plan, and then you need to do some manual correction, and you're turning maybe at a slightly steeper angle. So, but the good thing is we can easily turn around. We can land this plane, and I think our passenger is not going to be too unhappy. Trim her down a little bit, and
I'm not feeling well.
how?
All of this, it's scary.
Would you kindly shut the fuck up? This is not scary at all. It's fantastic. It's epic.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
No, this is a better altitude for this approach for sure. the autopilot is still on. Now it's off. Okay. I was wondering why I have to fight to trim down the aircraft.
Sink rate.
Now it's clear.
Sink rate.
So, while we are so slow, we'll do this. Turn the flaps to 2. Yeah, with the flaps at 2 we can get some really nice and quick descent. We'll add some. And take some back.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Oh,
Sink rate.
and we need to announce our approach. We didn't announce our approach.
Saanen traffic. Mary J. Hotel Lima Alpha 7014 is on
Reverse
flight
thrust.
08 to land.
Brakes. So, and where? Okay. This is the only time I'm turning on the visual aids because I never know where the fucking hold short is. So, a little bit of thrust, more thrust. Take it back down.
Already arrived?
Yes!
Time flies. I even wrapped up my work. Will totally recommend this company. Great to be on the ground. This amazing pilot got us down even in these tight conditions.
I did. Okay, thanks guys. That's it for the video. It was completely unscripted. My goal was to talk a little bit about the plane, about the mode, about some things that I discovered in this simulation. Maybe some of it helped you. Maybe you found it interesting. If you did so, give this clip a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. If this video is kind of mediocre successful, I might do a follow-up one with a different plane, maybe a different part of the career mode. Let's see. So, thanks for coming with me and wish you a nice day or evening. GamerBot over and out.